sports. The Bucs continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Chiefs going up against the Buccaneers.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Detroit! Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down and 4. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And some room to roam now.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmaker.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got some space here.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims, 79 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream up right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
As they run the counter play. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch him now, Barney, Leopard. Take 4.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And his kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They run the counter now on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Oh, and now he bowls him over. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
And a loose football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Throw right side here, complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They're going deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Here we go.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, gone. Check 13.
Looking to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Over. Here we go now. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that'll set him back 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-9. All right, now, lucky 56.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Detroit!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw now on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding up, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenneth Acker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a handoff looking right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. D. Ford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
That's pulled in at the 32. And now running right through it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Watching now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. 53, Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Finding room to the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.